Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I will be talking about one of the most dreaded interview questions, the famous tell me about yourself. Now, the goal when answering the tell me about yourself question is to give a brief, concise walkthrough of your career story that will show off relevant pieces of experience. Do not talk about your personal life or personal experiences. Now, the only time I would is if for whatever the reason you have a gap year on your resume. Let me give you an example. After I had my first child, I was a stay-at-home mom. I had my kids back to back, so I was a stay-at-home mom for almost 3 years. So I had a 3-year gap on my resume. When I was ready to go back to work, I went to this job interview and they asked me, so tell me about yourself. I responded, I have been a stay-at-home mom for almost 3 years, but now I'm ready to go back into the working field. So I briefly mentioned a tiny piece of my personal life. Now, does the interview need to know if you have kids? No, but I mentioned it so that he or she will know why I had a 3-year gap on my resume. And trust me, if you have a gap on your resume, they will ask you and they want to know why. Now, another example is if you're a recent graduate, start with the fact that you just graduated and explain why you chose that career path or field. If not, then you may want to start right away with career experiences. When answering this question, you do not want to give a detailed career path. Rather, the highlights accomplishments of impressive experiences such as promotion, build new skill, or overcame a challenge. Now, you do not want to talk about random facts. Try to stick to experiences that will help you on the job that you're applying to. You can look at the job description to get a better. Now, the best way to finish your story is to bring them up to speed on your current situation. For example, why you wanted to apply for their job, what you're looking to do next, etc. Another thing about answering this question is that you want to keep it short but well informed. Keep in mind that interviewer is not necessarily looking for the correct answer because there is no correct answer. And to be quite frankly, they do not care about every detail regarding your experiences. The interviewer wants to see that you can tell your story from point A to point B without getting sidetracked, distracted, or scattered. In other words, they want to see your communication and ability to stay on track with your answer because it tells them how you're gonna communicate as an employee. Now, when answering this question, although it's the most hated one, it is very easy to keep on going and going, making your answer way too long. I will keep it short and simple, not more than 2 to 3 minutes. Now, I'm going to leave you with an example if I was to be interviewing for a teaching position. Now, I'm currently doing my master's in education and I will be graduating soon. Yes. So I actually sat down and thought about this question because I know I will have to answer this question soon. So this is how I would start. I graduated with a master's degree in education 2 months ago. I chose that field of study because I've always been interested in early childhood education, and a couple of family members told me it leads to great career options. One of my key accomplishments during my academic career was being able to do student teaching while a pandemic was happening. This led to an internship that I just wrapped up. So I'm actively looking for a teaching full-time position now. That's not exactly what I would say, but just to get an idea. Now, notice how I did not start talking about when I first graduated college or even mention anything in my personal life. I kept it short and simple. Now, this would have been longer had I had any experience with teaching. Now, again, there is no perfect answer for this question. My advice is grabbing a piece of paper and writing down the key points you want to talk about in your answer. Practice answering the questions and time yourself. If it goes over 3 minutes, you may want to look it over. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.